Peace be with you and welcome to Spiritual Court. If this is your first time being here, it's a good time to be your first time. Hopefully it's not your last. Hopefully you're in high vibration. Hopefully you're in alignment enough that you can intuitively feel what you need to feel by way of the energy that's channeled here in Spiritual Court. If you're returning back, then you already know the deal. You know what to do. You know what it is. You know what it was. You know what it will be because you got the gift of foresight. You are my beautiful, intuitive, high vibrational high priestess, discerning, beautiful, divine collective gang. What is going on, my beautiful family? It's only been a few videos ago. I know sometimes these court cases, they come back to back. At the bottom of the deck, as I'm pulling out the kipper-ish, is the courthouse, right? Hence the fact that we are in spiritual court. Spiritual court is a safe space. It's where we take care of what needs to be taken care of on a spiritual level. We call upon the heavens and the spiritual courts of heaven, the higher realms, the higher beings, source of all things, also known as the divine, that goes by many names and many times and many lanes and timelines, and whatever the case, whatever the circumstance. We are absolutely tapped in. We never tap out. We always go within, so we don't have to go without. We're going to dig into this energy, y'all, as I use the kipper-ish. I was pulled to the kipper-ish. Yeah, I love this. Let's just see what's going on in divine collective energy. Well, it would be nice if they were all going the same way. After that really nice intro, don't you just love that? Okay, let there be no delay. Let there be no interruption. Come on in. Let's just see what's going on. Oh, these cards. Kipperish. We're going to use the Kipperish by Kevin Thomas. Kevin Thomas, who created the Kipperish. Why do I have to get so dramatic? Oh no, but I just felt the need to just put a little in it as I channel the energy. I hope that all of you have called in your divine protection, wise enough to put on the full armor of the Most High God, whatever you deem that to be. Hopefully your God is a good God and our gods get along. That's all I care about. Let's see. Okay, I think I did it. I think I did everything here. Okay, yeah. Maybe I should have done this previously. Well, it's okay. Something about being on live TV, getting this stuff done. This gives people time to come into the chat. Welcome. Drop a heart down below. All the haters have been silenced, and so if they say anything in the chat, 9 times out of 10, they're just going to be laughing unconsciously at things that don't make sense. Those are the gang stalkers. Those are the people under karma. They usually laughing for no reason, child. It just cracks me up. They're never in alignment with the reading. They're just like all over the place, right? Trying to go undetected. Okay, so here we go. Let's just see what the deal is. Okay, is that it? Did I do it all? Did I do that successfully? I'm so proud of myself. Let me just give this a little bit of a side shuffle. A side shuffle when you hold it to the side like this and you just let the cards fall where they may. Shout out to the lady that used to study my shuffling skills. I consider myself to be one of the best shufflers in the shuffle gang. At least according to me. I support my shuffle gang. She made a comment and I hollered. She was like, oh, you just not gonna shuffle them cards, huh, to save your life. I'm like, hey, here, lady. Take a back seat, man. What the hell's got your panties in a bunch, right? She's a nice lady. She was just having a bad day. So I ignored her. And, hopefully she's somewhere doing okay. But shout out to her. Okay, so here we go. Holy Spirit, beautiful, divine angels. Open up the door to the truth. Close any doors of any evil eye, nasty ass, bullshit ass energy that we just don't need. What is the current energy? What is it that the divine collective needs to know? Why do we need to know it? What is going on? Rich girl energy. Okay, so this is giving Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This could represent us going into the Taurus energy, Taurian energy. Okay, being about your prosperity, your money, your stability. Well, that's not always a bad thing. Focused on your worldly possessions. I always say that rich girl energy comes with just being in alignment with your passion. It never feels like work. You know what I mean? You just kind of get paid to exist and do something that you're like, am I working? It feels really good, right? Yeah. And somebody somewhere is with an entity attachment. Child, I know you lied. Somebody could be 49 years old. Somebody could have a 12-year-old. You're in this rich girl energy. Two completely polar opposite energies. Somebody did some type of ritual. They could be trying to get rid of the entity. They could be running from the entity. Yeah, this was something to take your gift of manifestation. You're in this rich girl energy. Rich girl energy is creativity, insight. You're just a creative person. You have good ideas. You bring them to life. You don't sit on your gifts, you use them. That's what rich girl energy is. A lot of people think it has something to do with money, but really it's about embodying the energy of feeling rich with, ideas, knowing that you deserve a good life type energy, right? And so the universe answers really quickly to you. You have a gift, okay, to manifest. And somebody's got an entity attachment and they need to do some type of a ritual. Somebody might need to seek some type of counsel. Entity attachment. The number 44 could be significant. Somebody could be 44 years old. Take it as it resonates. Somebody could have a 12-year-old. I see the number 12 there. Clarify what's going on. Rich girl energy. Oh, yeah. Whoever this person is, they're going through it. It's almost like suffering because of your prosperity. Rich girl energy also represents you being grounded too. Well-rounded, balanced, in between the 3D and the 5D and above type energy. So what goes up must come down. If you're putting good, positive affirmations of manifestation into the ethers is answering you quite nicely, quite literally. Okay? Yeah, come on in. Let's get to it. So somebody's got an entity attachment, emotional pain. Who is this person? Somebody could be 32 years old. Somebody could be 23. Yeah, entity attachment and emotional pain. Something about your divinity irritating this person's demons. Somebody could have graduated from high school in 1992. Somebody could be 29 years old. Take it as it resonates. So they're going through emotional pain because you don't have an entity attachment. Somebody could have attempted to attach something to you by way of a ritual and it didn't work. And now they're angry. They're mad. They don't know what to do. They're sad. Somebody's going through deep-seated emotional pain. Whatever they sent out is attached to them. Evil eye energy. You've gone through some form of an awakening. You've ascended. So you could have walked away from this person. The number 44 is there. Somebody could be 44 years old or 46 years old or 47. I can't make this up. Look at the synchronicity though. 46, 47. Evil eye energy. Ritual. Something about your faith, okay? So somebody could have sent you some type of nasty entity to try to attach to you or something like that. But it's your faith that is sustaining you. Something about your faith in the God that you serve, the God that you are, the goddess that you are. Whatever your alignment is, it's beautiful. You could have done some form of a cleansing ritual of some sort. Yeah. Clarify what's going on here. Give me one more card. Two more. Okay, I'll take it. I said two in my mind and said one out of my mouth as far as cards, and two came down. Look at God. Yeah, you're moving on. Sure, I can't make this up. Two polar opposite energies. You're moving on. And the ops is out here wounded. Child, what is happening here? So we got entity attachment. Somebody's got an entity attachment. Something that they sent out. It's like a real deity. Somebody could have conjured some shit up. Now they're in emotional pain, self-imposed imprisonment. Monkey see, monkey do ass energy. Why'd they do this? They don't know why. What's going on? Now they got the evil eye. They mad because they evil eye backfired. Like, what the hell? What the hell? We don't want it. Rebuke it. We rebuke it. Every time I see that energy, it's like, rebuke. Get out of here. Move. Get out the way. Keep moving on. You can feel like that. Maybe you feel like, get out the way. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Move. Like, type energy. Yeah, look, even at the bottom of this deck, the Eight of Cups, you're walking away. Somebody feels defeated. Oh, I know you lied. Defeated because some type of entity is attached to them. Look at this opposition. Somebody could end up in the hospital from sending you the evil eye. Clarify rich girl. Yeah, it's like they were evil eyeing your abundance and your creativity. So somebody wanted you to walk away from something that makes you money, something that you do very well. Even if you're not making a lot of money, you do well for yourself. You make enough that you're sustaining yourself. And if this isn't happening for you yet, this is happening right now with rich girl energy. Ace of Wands is like creativity, inspiration, divine intervention, tapping into your creative abilities, divinity. Yeah. And you're coming out as a healer with the Six of Swords. So somebody's disrupted because of your calmness, your ability to manifest at will. You went through some type of an awakening. Yeah, you broke away from somebody. Yeah, look, I can't make this up. So Three of Pentacles in a reverse. Somebody was a bad collaboration and you walked away from them. And so they tried to block you. This is somebody that feels rejected, okay? The Chariot in the reverse. Cancerian energy, Three of Pentacles, Earth energy. Yeah, so somebody tried to block you. Clarify entity attachment, emotional pain. They even sent you something to attack your finances. Somebody wanted your gifts. This person tried to bind themselves to your gifts. And when they realized they couldn't do that, they just started sending you the evil eye. Maybe that'll do it. You know, like maybe that'll work. Like, bitch, have a seat. Ten of Pentacles, rich girl energy, divine feminine energy, divine masculine, divinity. You're like this beautiful inspiration. Okay. You could be helping people to heal and move on. Something like that, like a spiritual life coach or something. With the Ace of Wands or Six of Swords, if you're not doing this on purpose, people are watching you by way of example. You're in the Ten of Pentacles. Somebody tried to attach an entity to you, your money. Yeah, look, I can't make this up. You coming up as the Queen of Cups energy. Kind, giving. I keep hearing healer. Ten of Swords. Somebody tried to do you in. So they sent you an entity, an attachment. King of Wands in the upright. King of Wands in the upright is a boss, a leader. Okay. So you're coming up in this very fiery masculine energy, carrying feminine energy. Ten of Pentacles focused on your passion. Something's like turning in your favor. Whatever this is, the universe is rigged in your favor. The Ace of Wands, you got great ideas, divine intervention, direct connection, to source with your divinity and awakening. So who's this Ten of Swords over here with this emotional pain and the evil eye? Somebody don't know what to do. It's a false twin. Could have been a community of people. It's a whole neighborhood turned upside down. Four of Wands could have been a group, an association, whatever this is, whoever somebody associated with that you're no longer associating with. Because I feel like with the Queen of Cups and King of Wands, this is all you. I feel like you had to get into this war mode, something like that, in order to have peace, stability, something like that. So you moved on. Clarify the opposition. Now they out here looking hurt. Yeah, Page of Pentacles in the reverse. They out here looking hurt. Capricorn energy. Somebody could have tried to attack your finances. Clarify the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. And your children. It's like a mother and her child. It's almost like somebody wanted to turn your children against you. This is spell work. Or they tried to attach an entity, possibly even to a child. It backfired. Damn, who's that mad? Clarify entity attachment, emotional pain, evil eye, opposition. Who's out here that angry like that? Is this card was not even supposed to be in here. And look at what it says. This card belongs in the Kipper-ish. Look at what it says. Rest in peace, transition. We'll take it. I feel like it's a sign. Somebody could be passing away, fooling around with an entity, possibly graveyard magic, graveyard dirt, something like that. Conjured up some type of entity to attach to you and your child, okay? Five of Swords, they feel defeated. Clarify emotional pain. Who is this person? Yeah, the Moon. Look, they're hiding this. They're hiding the fact that they feel defeated. Nasty energy. This also fell out. I was going to say fell down. Child, somebody could be falling out, falling down, throwing a tantrum. You got the Queen of Swords in the reverse, okay? Air energy and the moon, a hidden enemy. Somebody was hiding in the shadows. Now they feel defeated. They could be hiding the fact that somebody passed away. Clarify transition. What is going on here? Yeah, it's a sacrifice that went wrong. The Hangman in the reverse. So just spirituality 101. When you get to conjuring up these demons, going into the graveyard, offering them stuff, whatever this is, whatever you want them to do by way of your bidding, here's the catch. When you send it towards somebody that outranks the demonic principality, you done ran up on a real God. Okay, somebody that's been here longer than whatever this demonic forces, has been here. Okay, this demon, when it returns to sender, first thing it does is it attaches to the person that sent it. That's number one. Two, it then wants blood for blood because that was a part of the oath that you took. It now wants a physical body. It wants a physical vessel. If you did this to a child, it now wants a child, but it's attached to you and your life. So this is why somebody's entity attachment, emotional pain, evil eye energy, opposition. Somebody's giving you the evil eye because they couldn't attach an entity to you. And they're literally crying. This could be repenting or praying with emotional pain. Somebody's crying out to the universe. Clarify this Queen of Swords in the reverse and the Hangman in the reverse. Yeah, Emperor in the reverse. Who the hell is this? This could be somebody else that was assisting this person. So this could have been some type of weird ass, dark, demonic ass collaboration. Yeah, they bound to it. This thing is bound to them. Emotional pain. It's like somebody's in spiritual jail, spiritual hell, and they're crying out. Yeah, and the universe is like, shut up. Like, this is where you put yourself. Shut the hell up in spiritual jail. Please, ma'am, him, shim, it. Be quiet. Yeah, they're going through something. There's two people here. Clarify this Emperor in the reverse and this Queen of Swords in the reverse. They're getting bad news, man. This is not good. What is going on? Page of Wands in the reverse. Somebody's been blocked from either trying to keep a cycle open or something like that. Trying to stop you from moving forward. Because you got the Two of Wands here. So this is something about your destiny, forward movement, ascending, awakening, divinity, stability. Somebody has the Ten of Pentacles in their spiritual chart. Like you're here to be wealthy. I just heard sharing is caring. You're wealthy and you're sharing something. This could be a wealth of knowledge. This could be knowledge about how to awaken or helping people heal or something like that. I'm talking to a healer, the Empress energy, right? So somebody didn't want you to go on this journey. They wanted to keep you trapped and they tried to send you some type of nasty entity. Yeah, look, Four of Swords in the reverse. Child, you just gonna get enough playing around in the graveyard with sickness and death. I don't know why this is the first thing they go to. It's got to be the most tarnished way of thinking cerebrally. Your brain cells, you ain't got no brain cells. The first thing you think about is death and sickness. And then when it backfires and you stuck with it, you want to cry in an emotional fit with the emotional pain. Woe is me type energy. Why? You did it to yourself, honey. You absolutely did. Clarify these weird ass people. Opposition. So sickness backfired. They feel defeated because somebody didn't want to stop playing your energy. Look. They kept conjuring up some type of demon with the Five of Swords. Look, even sneaky and deceptive. Trying to win at all costs. Playing with something that they know nothing about. Look at this here. You got the Seven of Swords. Sneaky, deceptive. And the Five of Swords. Feeling defeated. Somebody should have left well enough alone. Somebody didn't want to leave something alone. Meaning you, allowing you to just get the hell on. You were walking away. Look, moving on. So these are people or a person or two people in particular that were pissed off about your stability, pissed off about your divinity. Somebody really doesn't like your direct connection to source with divinity and Ace of Wands. You communicate with the Most High God. The angels always keep you 1,000 steps ahead. Something by way of your foresight, and you're helping other people to heal. I keep getting Ace of Wands and the Six of Swords. It's like a business where you're making money or the universe is sending you money to help people to heal. This could be like a meditation practice or it could be anything along spiritual healing. And you're in your destiny. You could have gotten some type of download. Like your spirit team could have told you, okay, it's time, to start your meditation group or something like that. Because you're coming up with the feminine energy, Queen of Cups, healing energy, psychic, intuitive, caring, loving, kind, but you also about that work with the fire. You know when to burn a bridge. Now these people communicated something to an entity, told the entity to do something, and the entity is riding that back like the 10 of doggone wands. Rebuke. Rebuke it. We rebuke all of this. Take y'all's energy. Keep it. Keep it. Bye. Get out. Get out. Get out. What is this? What is this? What is this? Yeah, not an evil eye on you. That big ass eye. Oh, these are people that tried to stop you. Now they feel defeated. 5 of Swords. Nobody's feeling sorry for you, man. We don't do visits to spiritual jail. Ain't nobody put nothing on your books. None of that. Y'all gonna have to sit in this. It's a hell to the no. The opposition, somebody could have actually got hurt. Somebody could actually be passing the hell away with opposition, emergency room, and transition. Child, clarify the 4 of Swords in the reverse and this Queen of Swords in the reverse. What happened? They didn't even see this coming. Somebody was too busy under the moon's energy in the graveyard doing some type of death spell, death magic with the Chariot in the reverse. Too busy trying to block you, trying to stop your collaborations. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse is like trying to stop your connections or stop people from wanting to invest in you or something like that, okay? Or even being inspired by you, okay? You got the Page of Cups in the reverse and the 2 of Swords in the reverse. This person didn't even see this coming. Page of Cups in the reverse is like a blocked intuition. Okay, they could now be dreaming of like stuff that's gonna happen, or they could be having nightmares. But with the 2 of Swords in the reverse, I feel like they didn't want you to see something. Yeah, this backfired. 2 of Swords is what? Libran energy. Page of Cups is Piscean energy. Dream state energy. 10 of Wands is Sagittarius energy. 7 of Swords, Aquarius. 5 of Swords is more air energy. 8 of Swords is Gemini energy. With that 8 of Swords is telling me like cerebral, like a mind that is imprisoned by something that it's done. This person definitely has an entity bound to them. Somebody's about to pass away. I feel like somebody was doing spell work so much. Death magic, constantly, over and over and over. 10 of Swords, they just kept doing it more and more. All because you were moving on away from them, away from these people, whoever this is. The Emperor in the reverse, this could be a karmic soulmate with the 4 of Wands in the reverse who recruited other people to work against you. Family members, whoever they are. Maybe this is his family, her family, whatever. But there's a Queen of Swords in the reverse. This could also be This could also be a man and his sister. I don't know why I heard that with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So somebody's sister is a wicked ass witch, an older sister. Like if he's in his 40s, she's in her 60s, but she's a wicked ass witch type energy. Okay? Or this is somebody's mother figure. They did death spells so much that death is the only option by way of judgment. You understand? Sometimes you can learn from these karmic cycles, but I feel like with transition, this entity is like, nah, they can't do something no more. There's something that they can't do. They can't attach to you or something like that. Clarify transition. Somebody's passing over? Yeah, somebody getting bad news. I can't make this up. This partnership is done. Whatever they were doing, this Emperor in the reverse is karmic masculine and this feminine. Even if this wasn't a family member, this could just be a karmic feminine that they decided to like team up with and go against you. With the 2 of Cups in the reverse and the Page of Swords in the reverse. Child, it could be the both of them that's getting bad news. Together they stood, together they will fall. Possibly both of them transitioning. That's crazy. That's a graveyard there. And opposition? Oh no. Page of Swords in the reverse is also like malicious gossip, talk around town, evil eye energy, still watching you, angry because they couldn't do something to you. And you're on your journey. 10 of Pentacles, you gone. You ain't got time. Yeah, look, it's over. What else they want you to do? You closed out this cycle, it's done. So this could have been something that they've done over and over, and they were fearing that a cycle would close. They knew once the cycle closed, that meant that whatever they were doing, they couldn't do it anymore. This is about a cycle being closed, about you moving on, about you like energetically moving on, not just physically, like moving to another city or moving to another state. This is you mentally making a conscious decision to move on, like forgive and forget. Conveniently forgetting this stuff, because you got to make room mentally for all these new things that you need to think about, creative ideas and endeavors. And now, yeah, you've healed from something. With the Six of Swords, you healed yourself from something. With the Four of Swords in the reverse, I feel like they kept sending you sickness and death or something like that. Okay? And they were dreading the fact that this cycle would be closed indefinitely. Clarify? Now death is on that ass. Terrified. Four of Cups. They already know the outcome. 1, they can't do this magic no more. 2, the entity ain't coming your way. 3, the entity has attached itself possibly to them and whoever else was involved, or it's jumping around and got all of their asses bound in the Ace of Swords, okay? And somebody's about to take their last breath. Clarify with the Four of Swords in transition. Somebody's gone. Yeah, look. So this last attempt, if they did some spell work or something like that, this last final attempt was not for what they initially started this for. Okay, I feel like initially they thought this was funny. I think initially they were jealous, they were evil eyeing you. They thought attaching an entity would be fun. You wouldn't get out of it, then you went through an awakening. The awakening represents you waking up to your power, your divinity. And when you did that, everything that they sent you fell down. So now it wasn't even about that. They knew the spell work wouldn't work. They were just literally trying to stay alive at this last attempt. Whatever this final attempt was before the world with the final cycle closing out, strength. They needed power, energy, strength, health. Somebody just want to feel better. Damn. Yeah, taking a chance. Doing it again. Already knowing what the outcome is with the Ten of Wands, the Seven of Swords. Somebody came up with a not so bright idea to try to send an entity towards you again. Now it's almost like they shortened their time. Whereas they were trying to like get more time. So these people were trying to get on. Yeah, these people were trying to like attach themselves to your energy to get your power. Whoever you are, you're a healer. The door is closed. Hold on, y'all. My eye is itching. The door is closed. High Priestess in the reverse. That's his Queen of Swords in the reverse. Piscean energy, water sign energy, could be any sign. It's a dark practitioner, somebody that fools around, you know. I heard a reader say one time it's a basement dweller. It's a basement dweller, okay? Somebody that just, you know, they just hang out in the lower realms. They not interested, you know, with coming up to the higher realms, ascending to the light, enlightenment, whatever that means, you know, to anybody, okay? This person is a basement dweller. They love dwelling in the bottom of the basement. They're dark people, you know. These are people that thought that they could get away with this, yeah, and have a victory. Look, want to win at all costs. Now they're sitting up losing and trying to stay alive and hang on all at the same doggone time. I can't tell you no lie. Spiritual court is now in session. It's not for the weak. Somebody might have to click off and go pray, man. Get it together. Yeah, toil and labor. Ooh, clarify 8 of Pentacles, toil and labor. Somebody was working their ass off trying to stay alive. And somebody is passing away, or they ain't got that much longer. They don't have that much longer. Look, I can't make this up. So this last attempt to attach an entity could have been for power, energy, to help these people out. Somebody's feeling weak, whatever this is. Look, the Sun in the reverse and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Something can't be transmuted. They can't balance this out. I feel like whatever they sent you, because somebody was doing something over and over and over and over and over. Like, how many death spells does it take for you to realize you can't take out an Empress energy, Queen of Cups, King of Wands in the upright? How? And I feel like you're one person. But I feel like with the King of Wands energy, divine feminine, you got into your masculine energy, which is telling me Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's like war, the archer, you know, the Sagittarius energy. You never miss your target. You might have had to go to war with these people real quick because they wouldn't stop. They would not stop. Whatever you sent out, it worked. Whatever you did to combat this energy, it worked. You could have said, get the hell out of my way. I got to go. I ain't got time to be fraternizing with y'all in this entity, whatever this is. Two of Wands, I got to go. 10 of Pentacles. This is about your spiritual gifts. This is about your abundance. Somebody's going out with an evil eye. That's a bad way to go out. Somebody's going out with an evil eye. That's a really bad way to go out. Lord have mercy. So listen, you got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Something can't be fixed. Something can't be transmuted. Yeah, death is the only option. Somebody sent that much death. Clarify the Ten of Swords and that much death. They just kept sending it over and over and over and over and over. Like, what the hell is going on? What the hell? Three of Pentacles. So there's 3 people here that were collaborating. Clarify the third person. Maybe the third person already passed away. Somebody could have already passed away. Ace of Pentacles. That's giving transition. Clarify this third person. Somebody died trying, child. Somebody died trying. I can't make this up. This is giving me transition. Somebody knows they're about to cross over. Look at all this divine intervention, heavenly realm energy. The death angels are coming. Strength. They needed strength. Health. Stability. Something like that. And somebody was like, we're going to give it a shot. We're going to give it another go, another chance. Somebody's time is up. And even with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, this is like the divine protecting you, intervening on your behalf with strength and the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Clarify that page of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. These people are crazy. Earth sign energy, Taurus energy. Page of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. Clarify the Hierophant, Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. Somebody secretly was trying to destiny swap with a child as well. These are like desperate attempts. The Fool and the Hermit. You got all earth signs here. Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. You got the Fool, Gemini energy. Clarify what's going on. Yeah. This was a bad idea. Somebody should have left this idea out in the cold. Big Taurus energy. 5 of Pentacles. They didn't get nothing out of this. It's like somebody trying to do something over and over. Very prideful energy, stuck in their ego. This is going to work. We're going to do it again. Only for it to keep failing. It just keeps failing. Every time they send death, it just... And now death is like an inevitable, you know, reaction to what these people sent out. Somebody's done so many death spells. It's ridiculous. Yeah, somebody's sick. They're in between realms with the 7 of Cups. This is like giving me like partially in the earth, 4 of Swords in a meditative state. They could be praying. And a 7 of Cups. It's like their spirit leaving their body. Notice the clouds. The Emperor. This is this Emperor in the reverse. Wow. Somebody's repenting, praying, crying out. This could be somebody's father figure or a father figure. Something like that, child. They crying and begging. They didn't try to sacrifice everybody. There's a woman here too who was aiding and abetting this person. This could have been their practitioner or somebody in their family, somebody close. This could have been a wife, a dark witch or something like that. Or a daughter or something like that. Take what resonates. We ain't taking none of this. Don't none of this resonate. We're just here to tell the story. And that's it. They can't transmute it. It's a dark day for somebody. And it's crazy because in their last moments, they're praying. They're crying. They're crying. Somebody's begging for forgiveness, emotional pain, entity attachment, evil eye energy, opposition. Somebody should have stopped this a long time ago. Damn. That's a crazy way to go out. And they just see you over here in this divinity. You're healed. With the force source in the reverse, you transmuted some type of sickness or something like that. Somebody's got protection in the spirit realm. I mean, we all got protection in the spirit realm, but there's somebody really fighting for you hard to get you justice. King of Cups in the upright and the sun. Something like that. Somebody that has a lot of love for you. They're watching over you. These people were projecting things towards you, sending you evil eye to death. They became obsessed with trying to take you out or stop you from moving forward. Just filled with this envy, this nasty energy. You're coming up as a King of Pentacles, be you a feminine or a masculine. Sheesh. Let me get grounded, y'all. That was a lot. I mean, damn. You know when you're just in a high vibration and you channel some stuff, you're like, okay. Y'all raggedy bitches is still out here doing okay. Honestly, y'all, I can't say that I feel sorry for these people. There's somebody that was doing death spells over and over. Like, did you ever get a clue that maybe death was coming for you? How many death spells did it take? Now they got people around them passing away with transition. I just heard in their last days. Yeah, somebody's like negotiating in judgment, you know, when the death angels come and tell you it's your time. And you're trying to negotiate with life to stay around longer, you got to go over everything that you did while you were here. And if you were nothing but an asshole, it's not going to be a pretty report. You don't have a good report card. You were a total, complete asshole. How many entities did you attach to people? How many children did you sacrifice? Like, this is what the judgment angels are saying. The recording angels are running back the tape. This is somebody in their last moments. Okay? Then you got the ancestors that was supposed to be waiting for you on the other side. But you didn't let them down. Whoever this person is. Yeah, somebody's sitting up looking dumb. Because you're in this Wheel of Fortune energy. So this was like some type of destiny energy. Like attachment to your destiny. Or wanting to siphon off of your destiny. Yeah, harvesting. Four of Pentacles. For money, stability, love, health, wealth. And they were using black magic to do it. The Magician in the reverse. Yeah, your gifts. Somebody really thought that they were successful. I feel like the reason why somebody kept doing something is because they felt like it was working. Only to find out that it's not. Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Pentacles. And now somebody is sitting up watching. Page of Swords is like gathering information to see if you know what they did. Yeah, this person did black magic. This could be somebody else. I feel like there were people that saw your destiny and they're so enamored that they all tried to like come for you. There's a lot of spiritual attacks, but nobody could get it. Like Ten of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Clarify spine. Page of Swords. This person's watching. Yeah, in hermit mode. Hiding out. Trying to wait for something to be over, okay? Maybe they were waiting to hear that you had transitioned. And somebody's like, okay, I'm going to just hide out, waiting to get this 10 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. But now it's not happening. Show me this person. Knight of Pentacles. Breadcrumber. Somebody that now they want to be friends because it's the end. Clarify. So energetically in the ethers, they could be coming to you as a trickster spirit. But really they're wounded. They're guarded. Yeah, you're being guided to continue to protect yourself from this energy. Empress energy. That's you. This person's trying to communicate with you telepathically. So the Page of Swords is not only watching, but trying to send you some type of telepathic communication. The Empress is like usually mothering energy, grounded, caring, loving, kind, abundant energy. Show me this person. This person's fake. They're phony. They're projecting illusions onto you. It's crazy because now that this is backfiring or whatever this is, it could have tried to swap out your energy, destiny. They want to be the Empress, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Don't we all? Right? But it takes work. Somebody is crazy. Somebody's a shape-shifting ass energy, Knight of Pentacles. They're coming in the ethers kind of cloaked, or they're trying to play like some trickster energy here to hold on to your energy. Coming in as like an ally, but really they're just not. They're not an ally. The 8 of Wands, they're telepathically trying to communicate. With the 9 of Wands, they're the ones that's guarded, but you're protected from this energy. They're coming up as the wounded warrior. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse could also be getting a bad consultation or finding out that this ain't gonna work type energy. Yeah, it's a King of Wands in the reverse that's collaborating with somebody. It's a warlock out here. So with the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, this collaboration is broken. Okay? This could also be that Emperor in the reverse. Somebody could be an Aries. Okay? Big Aries energy. Somebody's birthday could be in April with the earth and or the fire. Just take what resonates, or they have these placements. This person is scared. Clarify this King of Wands in the reverse and this 3 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. They're abandoning this situation. Who are they collaborating with? A Libra. Okay, so whatever this was, there's an Aries energy. This could be this Queen of Swords in the reverse, a Libran energy, karmic Libra. This person's been coming out a lot. I don't think this is the same story. These people could just have these placements, but let's just see what we see here, right? So listen. Whatever this is, somebody's abandoning this work. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse is like, oh shit, backfire. I feel like this is somebody else. I feel like whatever this entity attachment was, this was supposed to have you running scared, looking crazy. 5 of Pentacles, abandoning your house, your work, your all of this, running around to and fro. And this shit has backfired. So with the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, there's a meeting that's not going so well amongst 3 people. Okay, so this could be this Emperor that was in the reverse. Okay, King of Wands in the reverse, and this 2 of Swords could be this Queen of Swords in the reverse. They're in poverty. Show me this person. Yeah, this person is still sneaky and deceptive, still trying to get something done. So you're being wise by like protecting your energy, guarding yourself. 7 of Swords is like sneaky deceptive. Somebody's still trying something. Whoever this Queen of Swords in the reverse is, she's still trying. This King of Wands wants to abandon this work because this shit is going to backfire real bad. Show me this person. Yeah, this person is still trying to attack you. Here they go right here. This is the Queen of Swords in the reverse. And the Nine of Pentacles. It's your independence. They want your abundance. They want, I don't know, they want to take you out. Knight of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody's birthday could be in September. Okay, so we got an Aries karmic masculine warlock and a wicked witch that's always trying to attack you. This could be constant energy. Somebody could be trying to do this all day. Oh, God. This person ain't got nothing better to do, child. But they're desperate, y'all. They're in the Five of Pentacles. They just can't see themselves not being without your energy. This is somebody else. Clarify. This person could be burning candles with your picture. And it's not working. Yeah. This is not somebody doing something all day. This is somebody that's letting something work itself all day. Like candles, possibly graveyard dirt, something like that, and a candle. Wishing bad on you or letting a candle do something. Somebody's using like pyromancy all day. Spirit says it's to confuse you so that you don't see them coming. So somebody wants you to let your guard down. With the Nine of Wands, you're guarded. They want to catch you off guard, vulnerable. And then this person comes in to try to attack you, which is why they're showing up in the ethers as a Knight of Pentacles, a friendly energy, a trickster energy. But they're not. They're not. You got the Queen of Wands in the upright. This person could be trying to attack your confidence, your beauty. Yeah, they are. They're doing glamour spells. Queen of Wands is like your confidence, your stick-to-itiveness, your fire, your passion. You know, what gets you going? What's your drive? What's the fire up under your ass? You know, that gets you to your Wheel of Fortune and your Ten of Pentacles. Somebody is mad because they're in the Five of Pentacles, so now they're trying to attack you. And they hate the fact that you can read their energy, which further proves that you outrank this diabolical energy. Listen, the lowest level entity outranks this low vibrational energy. Like, this is the lowest of the low. You know, they're trying to catch you at your lowest, and it's just not going to happen. Like, what the hell? Show me this person. Yeah, Four of Wands energy. So something about your home, something about your stability, something about you being celebrated. This person's really pissed off. The Star. Wish fulfillment. Something about your wish fulfillment. Something about your stability. Something about you moving forward. And somebody is trying to attack that from every angle. And they just keep getting rejected. Clarify. This is about your destiny. Somebody wants it real bad. So bad they can taste it. So bad it's driving them crazy. Diabolical word. Can I just have a commercial break? Raggedy people like this, y'all, just need to not exist. When people fight for other people's energy, their power, their beauty, their money, their whatever makes them them, they're just so disgusting. So nasty. I'm like, what are you doing? Clarify. Death is coming for them. It's over. And somebody wants you bound to like an old cycle. But remember, the world is over. So now they're bound to an old cycle, which is a whole bunch of memories of death spells. You got death angels, the pale white horse, the grim mother freaking reaper, and the Six of Cups. This is what happens. Somebody was trying to bind you to the past to keep you stuck, so that they could jump ahead of you and take what belongs to you, but that's not working. Anything else? You moved on. And that's the truth. Your wishes are being fulfilled. So the truth is out. Once the universe knows the truth, once the universe knows who's who and what's what, it's a wrap. The universe makes a decision to give you everything that you want, everything that you're manifesting based on your heart's desires, based on your highest vibration. So it's a lot of like reopening and closing a cycle, reopening and closing a cycle. A lot of illusions, I feel, so that you couldn't see who it was. But this person is really sneaky. So how they're trying to come out right now is somebody that is not concerned with you. It's a lie. It's an illusion. And somebody's about to die in this person's camp. Somebody that they're connected to, something like that. This is how they want to come out. Like, I'm not worried about you. No, this person's in the 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Something that they keep doing over and over by way of the Magician in the reverse is not working. And you got the realignment of the Wheel of Fortune because it's your destiny. And yeah, it's a wrap, okay? And they're constantly watching. Somebody is a trickster energy. The goal is to have you put your guard down energetically, but I feel like you're so connected to the divine. Even if these people tried to come after you or whatever they're trying to do, it's just not working, y'all. I mean, I don't know. So in the case of the entity attachment, emotional pain, evil eye ass, opposition, somebody about to pass over real quick, real soon type energy, it's a wrap. This does conclude spiritual court. I wish I didn't have to be the bearer of bad news for these karmic ass people, but I just feel like sometimes, you know, people dropping like flies and dropping dead is what they want. Somebody's playing in so much death magic, it's not even funny. And they want to come up as somebody that's moved on. Oh, I'm not doing anything. Well, you're going to find out when somebody drop because you play too much. You should have played with some toys, okay? Should have played in the valley, but now you're in the shadows of death. It's a wrap. You can't keep doing death spells over people like that every doggone day. That's crazy word. I love y'all, okay? I do. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. Drop a heart down below. All my information is down below. I will absolutely undeniably see you in the next video. Until then, as always, peace be with you.